Perfect. So our next gentleman was definitely talked about a lot, all over. You know, there's clips of you on TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. I don't even go on Facebook, but I seen it on Facebook. So, Brian.
Hey, for sure, man. This DL Hughley looking mother sucker, he definitely shook up the internet, man. They was not feeling him.
Brian, you already know we're talking.
You know, the single moms across the nation united to hate this man right here, man.
About you.
The feedback was crazy.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your journey on Pop the Balloon.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
Yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 2.
The
How
disappointment.
many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? How many?
Look at Shorty in the back face, man. Ooh, body language says it all. She already feeling a certain way because she know. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 babies, about 3 baby daddies. Come on, Shorty. But then, I guess he ain't give her the lecture, but he decided to lecture her, and she just overheard it, and yeah, you could look like that all you want to, but man.
Okay.
Man.
So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? How many kids
And your
you
preference? I have 3.
You have
25,
3?
18, and 12.
Okay. How many baby daddies?
2.
2. Okay. So it's no disrespect towards that, right? But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of top tier, right, we give you a few from one man. That's it. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
Hey, what he said? Disqualifies. What he said was the heads for me. Look at the heads while he operates. Look at the
have
heads.
multiple from a different man,
With the snakeskin belt on. Look at the heads.
that disqualifies yourself.
Disqualifies yourself. I'm sorry, Shorty.
Qualifies a top tier woman from getting a top
That's
tier
exactly right. Why? Because there's billions of women on this planet.
All right, Brian.
Nah, he funny.
So you came out episode 15. I was like, Brian, what are some of your deal breakers? You said you don't have not one, not any. But as we saw, as you went down the line, you did have a deal breaker, and that was women that have multiple baby daddies.
Right?
So, you know, what do you, is that something you can't?
I know a lot of, you know what I'm saying, the baby mamas, they don't like that. You feel me? They make it seem like you less of a man and you don't deserve them just because you got a preference, man. Like, when guys have a preference, it's always followed by backlash and judgment. But when girls have a preference, we just take it on the chin. We take it on the chin. Y'all are able to have a preference, but once a dude has a preference, oh no, boy, he evil, he the devil, he judgmental, he misogynistic, he narcissistic, he toxic masculine. All of them words get thrown at you for having a preference. Like, I'm cool, you probably ain't like his message or the way he was delivering, lecturing, cool, but that don't take away from you got 3 kids by 3 baby daddies, Shorty.
Of course I came out knowing, but for that right person, I will compromise for that, right? And I think every man will compromise for that if they come in with multiple kids for multiple different men, right? Okay. We gotta like them like that. That was my deal breaker, but like I said on the show, then I would extend grace for somebody that I'm feeling like that. So that's what that was.
Okay. So then why is that something you didn't say like up front when I was like, oh, what's your deal breaker?
Because after listening to the women, I don't know which one I was gonna like. You know, as far as their responses, who I was gonna attract or, you know, pull energy from. So I didn't really know who I was gonna feel until I heard what they had to say. So that's that grace part right there, right? So even if they had multiple different kids from multiple different men, if I still like them like that, I would accept that, like real men do.
Okay. So you're kind of saying like you didn't want to say that just in case one of them popped on you?
All of them would have popped if I said that.
He was testing the waters.
Yeah.
But he was giving nobody grace. Why are you saying
Well,
grace?
I mean,
You were giving no grace.
even though that we
Hey.
talked, me and this guy earlier, we was joking around. He said nothing wrong. Like, it devalues the woman when you go through multiple men and have multiple baby daddies. We don't want to deal with that. If you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, it's like, damn, your decision-making skills are horrible.
Y'all forget that y'all are the ones who play right there.
And then y'all forget that.
We forget the ones that playing. Like, they be thinking just because you raw dog Shorty that means you want a baby. Like I understand, he should have put a condom on, like he shouldn't have hit her raw, but that don't automatically mean that he want a baby. Like that's not what he thinking. He thinking I'm finna bust this shorty down, I'm finna get her out the way and I'm gone. Like he don't be thinking you finna have a little crumb snatcher. He ain't signing up for that just because he piped you raw. You know what I'm saying? But the decision is totally on the women. If you have a baby, that's your 100% decision if you follow through with having a kid. So once you have a kid with a man that you know you not want to be with, he don't want the kid, you not going to be with him, so you're going to be raising a kid in a single parent home, and you make that decision not once, not twice, but 3 times, and you blame the men? Nah, shorty. You got to blame yourself. At some point, got to be some accountability. You got to blame you too. Like you let him go in raw, right? And you knew he wasn't shit when you met him, right? But you have no accountability for that. Like you, both parties are accountable, but I feel like women have the more of the responsibility because it's usually single mothers. They usually the ones with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to change your life way more than it's going to change the dude's life. So I feel like the women, y'all, with great power comes great responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You should do what's best for you. Don't be trying to have a baby to hold on to me, to make me love you, because that history has showed that don't work, shorty. So if you got 3 kids by 3 baby daddies, we have no choice but to hold you accountable, even if you don't. Cool, you could blame them men. You could blame your baby daddies if you want to, but we don't know them. We ain't up here trying to date your baby daddy. You feel me? We talk about 2.
I'm 41 years old. I got a 25-year-old child. So you're basing your perception of me from 25 years ago.
Come on.
I'm not that person I'm not that.
41, so you had a baby when you was 16. Yeah, we could take some. You was fast. Your ass was fast in high school. I was still a virgin at 16, damn near. Shitting me. Yeah, you was moving fast. Shorty, you having unprotected sex at 16 and went follow through with the baby. You don't think that matter? We don't give a damn if it's 25 years ago. You don't think that matter? That's like saying, oh yeah, I deleted somebody 25 years ago. You don't think you want to know that? You don't think you would want to know that I did that? You think if I SA'd somebody 25 years ago, you wouldn't want to know that? Like, it's some
kid
history matters.
That I was 25 years ago.
Speak on
and I'm not that young adult that I was 25 years ago. I've grown from that. I've healed from that. I now make better choices, better decisions,
right.
And I live more of a healthy love life, you know, than I did then. So you're going to tell me, oh, well, you got this many kids, I can't date you.
No, that's his preference. You're mad at him because he got a preference. We don't applaud you for being better than you was when you was 16. Cool. Kudos to you, shorty. That don't change nothing. That do not change nothing. If I lose a leg 25 years ago because I made a dumb decision, I still have to deal with them consequences right now. Like, I don't just, I learned my lesson, my leg gonna grow back. That ain't how the world work. You still gonna pay for the mistakes you made throughout your life.
No,
but that happened 25 years
it's
ago.
not the number of
At what
kids.
point are you going to give grace?
Like, I don't owe you no
how
grace.
long are you going to, I don't want to use the word punish, you know, for lack of better words, a woman for her past.
It's
like
not
Brian came out and said, I don't judge a woman from their past.
then
You know, we all
judged.
make mistakes. And then he basically just flat out judged.
That's the gentleman's preference. We're not judging you for how many kids. It's
Yeah.
how many baby fathers you got. If you
Okay.
get with a guy, and I'm 40 years old per
Yeah.
se, and I have 8 kids by 6 different women,
Yeah.
that says something.
And then everybody's situation is different.
That
Like
part.
4
we all
kids
have
and
different
4 baby
circles.
daddies?
But that's not
3
what
kids
it
and 3
was.
baby
I have
daddies?
my children. I have by 2 different men, and I was in a 12-year relationship that was abusive. I escaped that by God's grace. I give thanks every day. And so when I moved on to the next relationship, I'm just looking for something better than what I had. And just because it was better doesn't mean it was for me. So when I realized this isn't for me, you know, should I marry this man just because society is going to look at me like I'm a failure as a
You had a baby with him?
Otherwise-
Why have a baby with him?
woman?
Why have a whole human with him? I feel like that's more of a commitment than marriage. Why have a whole human with him?
or no? Should I keep going and look for what is really for me? I'm not going to say that I've made all the best decisions as a young adult. I never said I made the best decisions.
And that's what we're referring to, the decision-making skills.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's now, that's in the past. So you're not going to meet a woman and she tell you she stole a candy bar at 14 years old. Oh, no, I can't do that. I don't do thieves.
She's always a thief.
Yeah, she was a kid. She made a mistake. She ate that.
Stealing a candy bar is way... What is going on? That makes sense in her head. That analogy makes sense in her head. You stole a piece of candy when I was 14. Now, you had a whole baby when you were 16. Them is two different things. A lot of people just took some candy when they was 14. A lot of people didn't, them this mischievous stuff, but everybody wasn't having babies at 16.
And the candy bar is gone. So in my situation, I feel like I ate that. I ate that relationship that I went through. I ate being a young teenage parent. I ate it. Like the young kids say, you ate. I feel like I ate. I've grown from that. I'm not that person that I was.
The relationship
so why?
You didn't eat.
Awesome, but you're bearing the man's children.
All right. So, Janae, when you were having, your conversation with Brian during that segment, what was going through your mind when he's asking you all these questions like, okay, how many baby daddies, how many kids? What was your thought process? Like, if you want to walk us through that.
I'm true to my core. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids. And if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids.
I didn't know she had, I knew her reputation was jacked up. Like, if you look at my first reaction to this video, part 1, if you hadn't seen it, go check it out on my channel. Part 1 of this reaction, I knew she had a shaky past just because she was so quick to try to cover up other girls' shaky past. Like when a stripper had did something, she was quick to jump to the defense of, oh, you can be a stripper. Don't let the guys judge you. Like when she was withholding information, like she was just quick to jump to save these girls from their bad decisions. So I automatically knew her past was checkered. I knew that she was seeking the same acceptance and the same people to save her about her situation. I didn't know she had 3 baby daddies and 3 crumb snatchers. I didn't know it was that steep, but I knew that her past was crazy. I didn't know if it was OnlyFans or a strip. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that her past was something she know is not glamorized, and she is seeking somebody to accept me. Somebody's gonna accept me. All right, pray. Cross your fingers.
I don't allow him and his judgment to define me as a woman or where I stand on today. It's his preference. He deserves a queen of whatever that looks like for Brian. But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort? You can't judge me. I didn't take any.
Are you even equipped? It don't matter if do I want to. Like, they be trying to shame you and throw little jabs out there to make you, you know what I'm saying, make you feel less than. Are you even equipped to hold down this 4 unit? We'll never know because I'm not even jumping into that 4 unit. You know what I'm saying? Who is equipped? Damn, 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, and are you even equipped? No, I'm not equipped. I'm not equipped.
I think personally, I talked to Brian afterwards. I said, I don't take anything personal. I'm not mad at you. It is what it is.
It's a
my
preference.
person is my person. You know what I'm saying?
Where you at?
But like, people don't know how to live in reality. They want to live into society, and it's fake to me. I'm not with it.
Okay. And then I think Shayna, you wanted to
So
say.
one thing I do want to say, which I said to you earlier, we all have our preference, which is fine. You might like them tall, you might like them short, you might like them with the kids. But I think it was just your delivery that.
Everything is delivery. You can have your preference, but I don't like the way you said it. Like, what? Y'all didn't grow up playing sports. Y'all didn't grow up having no constructive criticism. Like, the message, the tone and all that don't matter. Why are you so emotionally caught up on the tone if what I'm saying is right? How you so caught up on the tone?
That really was kind of tough to watch. So that's all I had to share. We kind of chatted about it before. Everyone's entitled to what they like, but it's just the way you were speaking to the ladies, which was kind of harsh.
So speaking on that, Brian, do you feel like you could have delivered your message in a different way?
For I think I wanted to deliver it the way I did.
Straight like that was standing over minute. I could have delivered it a certain way. I could have been soft with y'all. Oh, it's okay. I could have.
Right?
But y'all don't even respect that.
Okay.
Because if I'm coming on some softness, you're not gonna really grasp what I'm telling you,
That's not.
right?
No, that's a fact.
And the thing about accountability is you want me to deliver it the way you want to hear it. Nah, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. You got to be able to embrace that.
Hear that. Now they scared of that hurt. They scared of that pain. They scared to be held accountable. They scared of that. You bet not.
As
you
men,
bet
we
not.
embrace accountability. And women have to do the same exact
Women
thing
do
and not get
embrace
angry
accountability. I'm not
and
angry.
feel like men
I'm
are
not-
aggressive
I'm not
and
being
feel like men are aggressive
You are being
when they're
Y'all embrace accountability. You the same shorty over there that wouldn't state your flaws that you have in a certain relationship, but you embrace accountability. How? Where? It sound good to say that. It sound good to say that, but then watch your Pop the Balloon show back and see if you embraced accountability. See if the stripper embraced accountability. See if the lady in the back that was above 30, see if she embraced accountability. It was no embracement of accountability nowhere.
when they're delivering what they're trying to say. Like, no, I wasn't disrespectful on the show, right?
Facts.
And maybe I could have delivered it a little bit softer. But
And
that's
then
not
James,
the route that I chose.
you wanted to say something?
Brother, the way you've
Hold
been
on
talking.
one second. James is going to go.
I wanted to say something about that. I understand both sides. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't care if a female has a starting lineup. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah,
I've dated
hell
girls
no.
that have multiple kids.
Hell no, James Gourmet Pies. Hell, that sound good, but they don't desire you. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
they not desiring you at this point. Shorty over there, you been shooting your shot at 35. She ain't been studying you. Shorty right here ain't studying you. You been able. I'm sweeping all y'all flaws under the rug. Long as y'all love James Gourmet Pies. Yeah, you understand both sides. Quit pandering. You don't understand their side. You just saying that to keep your options open. But you do not want a starting lineup. You want 5 kids that ain't yours in the household. 5.
and
I don't care how much I like Shorty. 5 kids?
I think
And they
that,
not mine running around?
that men think
The
one
nerd.
of two ways. One is like, okay, you made horrible decisions.
Which you
and
did.
then the other downfall could be, you know, these are extra mouths to feed or
Which
bills.
it is.
You know,
Truth. You want a provider, I want a protector, I want somebody to come in here and truth. 5 kids.
and for me, I love kids. You know, like I'm a kids person.
All them
so
facial
I
expressions.
don't-
I knew Shorty was a clown. Like, she really a duck. That shit eating her mentally. That shit eating her up mentally. You can already tell. I've been seeing her personality been like that the whole episode, man. Go watch part 1 of me reacting to this. Her personality been like that the whole episode, and I knew it was. She got Brittany Renner vibes.
don't mind dating.
Look, she like you're not even intelligent enough to understand the other side of a man coming into that situation. You're not even intelligent to understand that. Everything just sounds crazy to you. Why?
A woman that has kids. So that's all I wanted to say is like,
Can I say something?
Man, please say some
Brian,
crazy
I don't think
shit.
your delivery was 100% wrong, but there is a difference between you as a type of man and there's another type of man. There's 2 different types of men.
And I ain't got neither one. You ain't got neither one. Y'all are quick to be talking about not every man or somebody gonna accept me, woo de woo, but y'all ain't even got, where he at? Show me that nigga. Where he at?
It's your preference, and it's a man that knows that he comes into this world to be a leader, protector, provider, who also knows that you're going to take care of a family as a whole. It doesn't matter if they're your kids or it takes a village to raise these kids. I didn't take any judgment, but if you prefer a woman with 1 kid or you want some more with more kids, that's on
That's
you.
fine.
You're just not my person, and I'm not mad at you. And I'm not even mad at the world. And I don't give a fuck about anybody. If we can keep it G, you know,
The masculinity came out, but she has to put that hard cover on, you feel me, to front. You got to put that hard shell on because you're not getting the results you want in this world, so you have to act like it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like when my daughter play Roblox all the time, so I took her phone one time. You ain't playing Roblox. I'm keeping the phone, whoop the whoop. You grounded from Roblox. I don't want to play Roblox anyway. I don't even like Roblox too much. Okay, cool. You feel me? I'm gonna make you stand on that. So even when I give you your phone back, you cannot download Roblox. Cool. After about 2 weeks, she came, Daddy, I know, you feel me? And that's a learning lesson. Don't just be speaking out your neck, talking, just trying to be tough, and don't do that. You feel me? Because I'm gonna make you stand on that. Right? If you just take your punishment and just accept I do like Roblox. But instead, that's what Shorty doing. She don't want to take accountability. She trying to make it seem like, oh, my person is coming. I'm this and that. I don't give a fuck to keep it G, whoop de whoop. You do. Else you wouldn't even have to flip that masculine tone on. You wouldn't be sitting here.
And I don't give a fuck.
I know
about
you
anybody.
do.
If we can keep it G. You know, I take care of my kids. They're well taken care of. I'm an independent woman. And I deserve a strong man who's ready to take care of a household. Not saying that that's not you or no other man in this world.
Trying to do that.
Everybody got their own opinion. And I respect you 100%. It is what it is.
And let me, hold on, wait, hold on. And I respect that, I appreciate that, right? It's gonna be a special type of man that's gonna come in.
Super special, man. You
and take care of you and your unit. That's gonna take care of you and your unit, right? Because most men wanna start their own family, all right? Sure. You know what I'm saying? So why would we come in and be a stepdad when we know if you have 3 kids, then I'm gonna be the 4th? You're gonna look at me like the 4th, even if I'm taking care of the house. No, right? No. Because they're not mine.
Because you're not a baby daddy, you're a husband. You're not gonna be a baby daddy.
You're the head of household. It's a difference.
I understand that, but I'm not their real father.
That is not a badge of honor. Girls think they just gonna give you a badge of honor. You want this badge. Don't say you don't want it. You do want it. Nah, I don't want it. The fuck is you talking about?
Right, so I'm not their biological father. Right? So, and things come with that, right? It comes with, you may feel like, you know, I'm not raising your sons right. Or you can't.
I'm going to dead this right now. I had a baby daddy that told me in front of my child, I am not his daddy. I don't need a nigga like that. And I said nigga.
You don't want one.
I need a man who knows who's going to come into a whole house. He's going to take mine as his. He's going to take me as his partner. It's one, honey. When you find a wife, you find a good thing. I'm not living into society or social media. This show, and I appreciate you guys, because this is real life. You show me the real deal.
You should have already known that.
And I'm not going to say too much more, but you know,
if you guys were to get together, hypothetically speaking.
Who?
Yeah, I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Just hypothetically, you and Brian.
You and Brian. If you and Brian were to get together, hypothetically speaking, can he put his hands on your children?
What? Put his hands on my...
What? Damn! Well, look how offended y'all got. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look how offended they got when they talk about disciplining these kids. Disciplining kids that ain't yours. What? You better not touch them. Ooh, but he's supposed to be willing to come spend his money, share his resources, do everything he do for his kid, for your kids. He's entitled to do it, pay the rent, put food on the table, buy them clothes. He expected to do all that, but when it comes to disciplining the kid, nigga, the faces say it all. Look,
hypothetically speaking, can he put his hands on your children?
What? Put his hands on my children?
That's a real
Let's word that a little.
Well, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, Brian, you
don't act like a clown. You smart, right? You smart. You know what he talking about. You act like he coming home. You just finna come home and just slap your kid for no reason. No, can he discipline your kid physically if something go wrong?
That's still what I was saying. Correct.
Correct.
If your kids is acting up, can he whoop your kids? Like he would whoop his own son.
If they need it.
If they need, it's always a if they need it. But who determines if they need it? You know what I'm saying? Who determines that? If I'm the father, I get to determine when I whoop my son. I get to determine that. You feel me? I don't have to run that by his mama. Hey, so and so acting up. Is it alright if I discipline him? What'd he do? He did this. Nah, I don't think that's work for discipline. Just take his Xbox. Nah, I ain't trying to do that. Shit sounds crazy, but to girls that makes sense to them. That makes sense.
Let's be real.
You just
This
have
ain't
to
about
be
that, but let's be real.
No, it is about that. Being a parent, it is about that. You have to discipline kids to be a parent. How is it not about that?
somebody else's kids, you just got to be ready for that repercussion.
The afterward.
Exactly. What
You
comes
feel
after
me?
that? Because as a father, nobody's going to whoop my kids.
Exactly.
But if
barely whoop
I
my
am the
kids.
step parent of somebody else's kids, I'm a whoop 'em.
But you're not
And
gonna
I
whoop 'em for
understand
nothing.
that.
Hey, man. No, James Gourmet Pies is crazy. That nigga say, being a father, you not gonna touch my kids. You feel me? You bet not. He said, but if I'm a stepfather, I'm gonna whoop them kids. Hey, man, say, man, I barely whoop my kids. We know you was a 16-year-old mom. I know you wasn't whooping shit. Y'all grew up together.
I'm the step parent of somebody else's kids, I'm a whoop 'em.
But you're not
And
gonna
I
whoop 'em for
understand
nothing.
that that's
can't whoop your
double.
kids, but
No,
it's
Different ways
because
to discipline
I'm ready
kids
to fight
besides
for mine.
whooping them. Thank
I'm
you.
ready
I
to
got a
fight for mine,
5-year-old.
so-
My son has never had a whooping.
Listen, I'm ready to fight
Ever.
for mine, so I'm going to
She's saying that like it's just something to brag about.
check
He
you
ain't got no fault either.
on that, and if dude wanted to check me on that, he has that
Yes.
right, and that's all I'm saying.
And,
is
no,
you
and
gotta-
those are the issues that
It's the
we
way to
deal.
do
And
it.
those are the issues that we deal with being a step parent. Like, and
Those
another
are the
thing that I want to
insecurities.
address is that
That's not an insecurity. That's a real issue. You feel me? That's a real issue. Like, how is that an insecurity? Trying to understand things that could go wrong in the future is an insecurity. That's not an insecurity. I'm trying to understand what's finna go on. I'm trying to understand the pros and the cons of this decision I'm finna make. That don't mean it's an insecurity. That's a real thing.
like Brian, I've been hearing you talk since we've been here all day. Like, your demeanor hasn't changed. So I want to say, like, I don't think that you were aggressive at all. I think that you were being you. And I appreciate that
Exactly.
authenticity that
Exactly.
you have been bringing. And I still got and I still got a couple more jokes in the back of my head for your ass too.
Okay, y'all, let's wrap this up. And so Chanel, you were like the queen of facial expressions.
I was.
And everyone was showing you like I was getting tagged all over Instagram like, look at this woman, like she's making all the faces. And I feel like most of it was during Brian's segment. So let's take a look at all the faces
She was making faces when old boy said, "Put hands on the kid." Like
you were making.
all that facial
that
expression
disqualifies
shit, that shit is ass.
itself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman.
Yo. So take everything so personal and so aggressive and so, you know what I'm saying, mean. Like he ain't even trying to be mean to you for real, but you back there so offended you on his ass.
But
Yeah.
you're judging me on the fact that I have the choice.
No, I'm not judging you. That just means that I'm not for you. If you're gonna judge me because my second baby daddy didn't work out for me, then I'm not for you. You know, so I'm not judging
And I
you and your
understand that.
opinion
How many
and
kids
your
you have?
preference. I have 3.
So, you know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate it.
but you,
She said,
Like you not even cute enough to be making all them expressions.
Period.
Just to keep it 100.
It's like when the mic was in front of you, you didn't say too much, but like your face was speaking for you.
I didn't even know the camera was on me.
Oh yeah.
You know, because the way you guys are very strategic in the way you set it up, so I thought the cameras was focusing on them. So I was just sitting on the side like, I had no idea they had everything on there. But that's just me in general. But it was a little shocking. Like Brian came out, like some people were saying in the comments, like swinging, like on everybody. I don't have any kids, so and also I was thinking like, I wish he asked me some questions, 'cause I'm gonna get him. But it didn't come back to that. It didn't circle back, but.
And then just to go ahead and wrap up Brian's segment, you are writing a book.
Yes.
Or you actually wrote a book already. So is it finished?
Yes.
congratulations.
Congrats.
Go ahead
Perfect
and-
match. The perfect match. 7 keys to pop your balloon or find love. You can find it on Amazon for a pre-order, or you can find it on my website at perfectmatchbook.com.
But what is 7 keys? What do you mean 7 keys to?
Seven advices, 7 keys, 7 tips, right? 7 motivations, you know, to be able to pop your balloon like you did for me, right? Or find love like you did for Reggie. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what it is.
What are 3?
What are the 7 keys?
you got to buy the book.
Got about a
You gotta
book.
buy the book. You gotta buy the
Tell
book.
us one.
No spoiler alerts.
Tell us one.
You were on our very first podcast that me and BM did, and we did talk a little bit about it. So let's take a little glimpse at that.
But you definitely want to pick this up right here. This is going to make a lot of perfect matches.
It's gonna save people a lot of time, right? And this is definitely something that you want in your book collection. This is for all the readers.
So Brian, you said that this book is gonna get people a lot of matches,
Right.
And then some of the comments during that podcast said, "How is Brian writing a book about matches when he didn't even get one?"
Right, and I saw that. Right, and I saw that. But you know, every shot you take, you know, you're not gonna make, right? But at the same time, there's humility in the journey, right? So I wrote the book so you can be able to take a different route or take a different approach than what I did, so you won't get popped, or for you to get chosen, right? So just because I didn't get a match, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna find a match, right? So my old lady somewhere might be somewhere else. I don't know. She might not be on the show. She might be watching the show. She might be waiting for me to come get her, wherever she might be.
You might be
right?
overseas.
It might be, you know. I might be a passport bro, right? Because our black American women tripping around here.
Stand up in his there. He couldn't fight it. He could not say it. He could not say it. Yeah, y'all want to know the truth? He ain't calm. He ain't calm.
No.
Y'all tripping, you dig? Y'all
Take
tripping.
accountability.
Don't have us go abroad and find somebody else that's of a different ethnicity when you right here at home. Please
They're
don't
not
do
making
that.
it back from home, from over there.
I like that
passport, bro.
nigga,
So
man.
be safe.
So is anybody here picking up Brian's book? Y'all picking
I'm
up
gonna
the
buy
book?
it.
Okay.
I support.
Good.
I'll just put it on the shelf.
How much is it?
It's $22.99.
Okay.
So it's reasonable. It's reasonable. It's $9.99 on Kindle. You can pre-order it.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm glad you were able to write that book, and I do hope that you get lots of sales on it.
Thank you.
Yes.
And everybody reads in
Thank
on
you.
it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So on episode 20, it ended off with such a bang. Our last girl came out, and she was like, "You know what? Y'all can get a piece of me." So let's go ahead and take a look at Dorian's journey.
Who was that?
Spot something
Gracias.
stain in your little dress.
I was in the back drunk, so whatever.
Oh yeah, you feel me? I can't
It's
do
fine. It's a $300 dress.
that. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I was in the back drunk, nigga. Pop, pop, pop. You tweaking, shorty. That's not what you supposed to say. Say you had a little sip or something, I spilled something, but drunk is different.
You feel me? I can't
It's
do
fine.
that.
It's a $300
Dress.
I was in the back drunk, so whatever.
Oh yeah, you feel me? I can't
It's
do
fine.
that.
It's a $300 dress.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's the $300 dress. My bad. I got a little makeup on it.
And I popped my balloon because you came out a little aggressive. You feel me? I like femininity. I'm not saying you not feminine, but your demeanor, maybe it's the liquor. You feel me? But
No. I just don't think I would like to be out on a nice dinner date or skydiving with somebody that wears pearls. So I don't like the pants. I'm going to be honest. I think that since you're light skinned, you should have wore something a little bit more, less olive. But okay.
Nah, she but no dude, like, notice the dudes ain't problematic with her preference. They just taking it on the chin, and all the girls is laughing. They laughing. It's funny. Yeah, it's shits and giggles when the girl got a preference, even though it's funny. But when old boy back there, I forgot bald head cap. Y'all seen? Go back to my reaction to my part 1 of my reaction to this, and you'll see how he was being funny and humorous and roasting the girls, but they wasn't no laughing and joke. They wasn't funny. Oh, you mean? Or did you have to say it like that? Did you have to do this? Did you have to do that? But when the roles is reversed and it's a girl doing the flaming, they have no problem with it because that's her preference. She deserved to talk like that.
I thought she was gonna say Sage.
Okay, so Dorian, let's start off with the first thing that's been going all around the internet: the $300 dress.
Cap.
Yeah.
Cap.
If you know me, I love cocktail dresses. I love cocktail dresses. My favorite place to shop is House of CB, Poly, any UK brand. They're in a frenzy because I said the dress was $300 and they're getting it for $17.99, which is okay. It's nothing wrong with that, but yeah.
So yours was
$300
from
It's
House of CB, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it on Instagram. It got like almost 3 million views now. Because they were so obsessed with the dress, because I look good in it.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful dress. Beautiful dress.
It was just a lip liner pencil drop. Imagine just dropping a lip liner on your dress like that, just to die.
I didn't even see this thing.
Exactly, he was delusional. That part.
How is he delusional? If he saw a stain, you clarified that it was a stain, but he delusional for spotting out a stain that really was there. He's delusional. I don't think she understands what delusional even means.
Okay. And now there was a part, I think it was when you were talking to the second guy, Ryan, sorry, when you were talking to Ryan, and he started saying a statement about how you had an unwelcoming demeanor, and you said, we all know why. Why? If you want to explain that.
So I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna tiptoe around my words with that because I do have a nice job. But if you look at Ryan's YouTube, you look at his pictures on his Instagram, you look at his exes, Ryan just looks like he brings green bean casserole to the barbecue. And that's exactly what I meant when I said that. Shout out to Ryan.
No, the light skinned girl with the braids, she on my nerves on this episode. I ain't
seen
gonna
your
count.
YouTube video. I seen what you said about you want to figure out where I'm from and how my parents are. They're great people. They raised me to stand up for myself.
That part. Okay. So now, were you shocked that all the guys were like, yeah, we agree, you came out aggressive?
No, I wasn't shocked.
Okay.
I was raised by men, so I understand what they were saying. I mean, I'm for a certain type of person. I'm for a certain type of man. I feel like their reasons weren't as straightforward as they could have been. Like, I thought it was an open dialogue. I wanted them to get in a little bit more of a detail of why they didn't like me besides me being aggressive and assertive. They really wanted to call me ghetto, honestly.
Ain't nothing wrong from being from the ghetto.
It's not. It's like I really learned on social media.
I'm from
just
the ghetto.
You feel me? So I really learned. It's crazy how they just, the way my cadence, how they just automatically, oh, she's ghetto, she's ratchet. When you can do both. You can be both. You can be corporate. You can be from the hood. They just didn't know how to handle me, but we don't come from the same place, and I respect them, and I respect how they feel. So I don't expect them type of men to understand me. They not my type.
So after you guys watched Dorian's segment, I know that whole lineup of guys, they were like, yes, when the last guy was like, yeah, I feel like you're coming off aggressive. Did any of you guys get that impression as well?
No, not at all.
That she was coming off
She was
aggressive.
being real, man.
She was being
I thought she was being real.
I think what the
Chanel.
ball dropped for her was when she was like, I was in the back drunk. Like that.
That's what it was. When you said that I was in the back drunk, that's where you lost a lot of people. I was in the back drunk. It's crazy.
Right there. You know?
I agree.
And took it and ran with it. Right.
I gave them. You guys are totally right. I literally had 2 shots. Come on, all my friends we turned. So I be teed a little bit, but I literally wasn't drunk. I was nervous. It was my first time on a big platform, and it was a lot of different men. So I was nervous. That was my best answer at the time. I was not drunk, y'all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Are you drunk now?
No, I'm not drunk. I should have brought a bottle of Don Julio.
You sure?
I had the same amount of drinks today that I had on the show that day, and this is how I am. And they was just scared a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of.
If you scaring men, something wrong with you. Like that shouldn't be a badge of honor. You scaring grown men.
I think they was too. I didn't really think that nothing you said was wrong.
Thank
I
you.
think you really express yourself well.
Gracias.
I think they just want like. I just think they like a lighter, like a more lesser woman who likes to speak more, less or whatever. You know what I mean? And I know you're not that type. You very outspoken.
Yeah.
When I watched
I like an open dialogue with my man. Like, I want to joke, I want to laugh, I want to really if we don't speak and we don't talk and I just got to be soft-spoken all the time, then we'll never really get to know each other when we're mad, happy, sad, rich, broke. Like, that's childish to me. So they weren't for me and I wasn't for them, and then hopefully I'll find somebody that, appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I thought that shit
And James,
was
I think
hilarious.
did you want to
Well, I
add
was just
something?
going to say, I think it came across aggressive because your voice carries. Like, it sounds like you yelling, but you're not. Like, you calm, but your voice carries.
Why she always making them faces, bro? Why she think them faces is making her cute?
Like, it sounds like you yelling, but you
She got a face tattoo?
not. Like, you calm, but your voice carries. Does that make sense?
You have a strong presence, so
Yeah.
that's is what it is.
I agree with what he's saying. Strong presence, voice, yelling is crazy. I think they just said that because the way I talk, the way I act, I'm very energetic, I'm outgoing. So that's your opinion, but I don't think I was yelling. I was talking in the same voice.
People say that you're yelling when you disagree with them, and everything the guy said, you disagree with them, and you gave them another reason why you felt differently, and they
were
don't like that
gaslighting
either.
me for sure.
Cool.
I don't think she know the terms. Like, she hear these words, delusional, she hears a lot, but I don't think she knows what delusional means. Gaslighting, she hear that term a lot, so I don't think she knows what gaslighting even means. Like, they not gaslighting you. Told you had a stain on your, you acknowledge that you definitely had a stain, so how is he being delusional? And if all 10 of them think you came out, your tone was a little aggressive, all of them just gaslighting you. We just chose to gaslight you today.
Okay, well, y'all, that is the end of this reunion.
Hey.
You know, I do thank all of you for, you know, giving your input, and all of you guys for being transparent and so open. Like, it takes a lot to come out here and do what you guys did, from going on Pop the Balloon and also coming on here and also doing follow-ups.
Yeah.
Like, you know, not a lot of people are able to do what you guys did, so, you know, let's give it up for yourselves.
Girl, thanks.
Honestly. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the season 2.
Man, that was the reunion, man. Part 2 of my reaction. If y'all want to see part 1, if y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. I just dropped it before this. Man, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Like, comment, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, we out.